This is part 2. In part 1, we heard the likes of Zwane saying Zwane is not a good coach for a Kaizer Chiefs. Chiefs needs to fire Zwane now. Zwane needs to go down and coach a team in the Motsepe Foundation, but not even a single team in the PSL. We heard the likes of our Junior Kanye stating categorically clear that Zwane, I told you, is not a good coach and he's never going to win you a single trophy. Kaizer Chiefs fans should forget about it. In part 2, Zwane speaks. And he speaks. We want to know, should we blame him or not? But all of those will be answered once Zwane speaks. Are you interested? Then please stick around. As you stick around, there's only one favor that I'm asking, and that is you subscribe, you like the video, and you comment in the comment section below. Because doing that, guys, it does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm to promote and spread this video to as many people as possible. The power is in your hands. That also helps me to make more videos that will keep you informed. It also helps in terms of the algorithm to promote this video and spread it to as many people as possible. Speaking about the power that is in your hands, the power is in the Kaizer Chiefs boardroom to either decide to keep or fire Zwane, irrespective or regardless of the noise out there or what people are saying and what people are not saying about Zwane. Must he be fired? Stay? Leave? It's a question that today we are seeking to answer. But before all of that, let me remind you what we had in part 1. In part 1, we had the likes of Junior Kanye saying, I told you, Kaizer Chiefs fan, that Zwane was not going to win you anything, but he acknowledges that the football that Zwane is bringing is better than the football that of Ernest Minendorp, Coach Gavin Hunt, and also Stuart Baxter. He's playing a better football than those coaches. Irrespective of this beautiful football, he says Zwane is not going to win because he is inexperienced. We heard the likes of Abo Machaka. Machaka said Kaizer Chiefs, they are not ready to play in the CAF. We heard the likes of Abo Zwane. Uti Zwane doesn't deserve to coach a single team in a DStv Premiership. He needs to go down to Motsepe Foundation, formerly known as NFD, to coach one of those teams, develop tactics there, then you can bring him back to any DStv Premiership, then Kaizer Chiefs. That's how low he think of him. In the midst of this sound, in the midst of this noise, let's hear the man himself, what he said about things that has, all of the things that I'm saying, it comes from a certain discussion, it comes from a certain game, an observation that they have based on the game they had, Kaizer Chiefs, where they went on to win. They were playing against Richards Bay. And what does Zwane, looking at this, had this to say. Zwane, I think we started very well. We scored a goal, and immediately after scoring a goal, we lowered down the tempo from the touchline. We were trying to send the message across that let's put them under more pressure and let's get the second goal. Wait a minute. Zwane is saying here, you guys are judging me from the game, but that was not my gameplay. I was trying to communicate with them to say, now that we have scored a goal, do not put the feet on the pedal, off the pedal. Rather press the acceleration. Let's put more pressure and score the second goal so that we can kill the game. But people are saying, based on that game, Zwane is not a good coach. Therefore, he must go down. So Zwane seems to be saying something different than what other people are saying. Where is this thing coming from? Is it really on the basis of football analysis, or is it based on jealousy? What is it based on? I don't know. But let's continue to hear what Zwane has got to say. Zwane said the following. Zwane, and we did actually create about 2-3 clear-cut chances. We did not take them. Then they got a red card. Then we took they took the foot off the pedal immediately. We could have capitalized on that. And I told them, even at halftime, that this is the chance for us to score 3, 4, or 5 goals. In one game, there was the last time, look, when was the last time we scored 3 goals or 4 goals or 5 goals? And the second half, I could see that we were giving them time and space on the ball. And it was worrying factor because anything could have happened, from the corner kick, from the center back, or from the corner, from the counter, it continues to say. So we needed to kill the game off. We kept pushing the boys from the bench that get the killer goal. Then we got that one. We didn't get it, but we did create chances. Okay. What? One day we had about 2. Kamkhala also could have done better. This one game we could have scored more goals, and it's still a worrying factor for me that we don't have the we don't take the chances we create. Wait a minute. Zwane was on the touchline. He says, I watched the game. I saw players relax just because we have scored a goal. Is that the coach's responsibility to get into the field and push the players, as other people seem to insinuate? Wait a minute. Even if the coach, you blame Zwane. Wait a minute, wait. We are told here that the entire team took off the pedal. Was Zwane supposed to substitute everyone? Tell me something I want to know. And I want to know from you, because some of you fans have been saying that Zwane must go. Let us look at the situation not from a perspective of jealousy, not from a perspective of emotions, but from a factual point of view. Let me submit this to you. For the mere fact that Kaizer Chiefs are capable of creating chances, that speaks of the fact that Zwane is capable of coaching. For the mere fact that Kaizer Chiefs are capable of forcing their opponent to commit errors, so much so that it results in a red card, it speaks of the Zwane's ability to coach. Yes, I also concur with you that he doesn't substitute on time. Is that a problem that we can sit here and say, as a board, we are dismissing Zwane? No, certainly not. But I think if that is a worrying factor from the board of directors, the chairman, it's something that we can sit down and say, Zwane, from our observation, you are not changing on time. Fix that. Zwane, from our observation, you do not put right players on time. Fix that. It's from our observation is like, Zwane, you need help. We're going to get you as a coach. Sundowns did it. When it was not working for Pitso'S at Sundowns, did they fire Pitso'S? No, because they saw his tactics were spot on. Yes, he needed assistance there and there. You know what they did? They brought on the likes of Mangoba Mnwiti. He went on to coach to assist him. Later on, we saw the likes of Rulane Mokwena. He went on to assist him. Together with all these qualified coaches, experienced coaches, they formed what you later on saw a beast called Mamelodi Sundowns that went on to enjoy success. They did not fire the coach, but rather they assisted the coach. The Pitso'S today that you get to glorify and speak highly of him, he did not achieve that success alone, but he needed the likes of well-known coach in the PSL. He goes by the name of Mangoba Mnwiti, well-experienced coach. The coach that you respect the most today, Pitso'S, he needed the likes of Rulane Mokwena, who has been in this game for far too long. Today, Zwane makes one mistake, he must go get another coach. What type of mentality is this one? Is it a building mentality or is it a destroying mentality? This, I'm telling you, you need to stop this. It does not build Zwane. It does not build Kaizer Chiefs. It does not benefit either Zwane, Kaizer Chiefs, or you. But rather, it's a destruction after destruction. People analyze football, but from an emotional perspective, not from a principle perspective. Because principle tells me you're busy praising Sundowns, that Sundowns is the best team in the league. But how was Sundowns formed? You forget. You just look at how it is now, and then you want Zwane to just change Kaizer Chiefs and instantly make it look like a team that can compete with Sundowns. And yet Zwane is the only coach at Kaizer Chiefs. Stop this. It's unfair for Zwane. It's unfair to Zwane. It's also unfair to Pitso'S. You are comparing Zwane against 3 men. Yes, Zwane is alone. Come on. How Sundowns was formed, it's how perhaps we should be suggesting to Kaizer Chiefs. I am of the view that keep Zwane as a head coach, but then add experienced bench, like what happened to Pete. We can see Zwane is moving towards the right direction. His tactics are good. They're able to make other teams to get red cards. But the problem that we have is that we then need to sort certain things in his game. And I, here, as a person who's been in the business, I understand that no matter how good you are in the business, you make mistakes. And normally how we cover ourselves in the business space, we hire people who have the expertise that we don't have, so that they can cover the weaknesses that we have in the business, so we don't make mistakes. I'm asking the same thing. You cannot fire Zwane, but rather what you need to surround him with experienced people. Today, Pitso'S has got a team that he works with. When he left Sundowns, he left with his team. He also wanted to leave with Zwane. He's got, from analysis, video analysis, what analysis, he's got his own physio conditioning. He went to South Arabia with his own team. He went to Egypt with his own team. When you fire Zwane, you're firing Zwane with his team. John Matuk, he has a team. He works with a team. Best coaches in the world, they've got their own teams, people that they can trust. Allow Zwane to choose people of his choice that he can trust, people who've got experience, that they can come and help him. And that's the only time in the PSL you will see Zwane succeeding. But Zwane himself, you can see he's got the tactics, he's got the football brain. He lacks the experience, yes, but he is a good coach for Kaizer Chiefs. Just surround him with experienced coaches, and that's it. Stop this thing of reasoning from emotions. It's not good for our football, but it's only good for your emotions, right? Me and you guys will see each other in the next one. But until then, please take care.